In this question, we're going to look at how to find an unknown input to a function. So normally the questions are set up in such a way that we're given the equation of the function, we're given an output or a y value, and we're been asked to find the actual x value or the input that went into the function. So let's look at an example of this that comes up on the website. A large motor company is testing its vehicles to see how well they can maintain a constant speed on a highway when using autopilot. A device in the car measures the distance s the car has travelled as the time t increases. The distance is measured in meters and the time is measured in seconds. The car's position relative to point P is given by the function s of t is equal to 29t plus 116. Now this is a very typical IB type exam question. There's a lot of vocabulary, a lot of verbiage, but there's only actually one important thing here in those few sentences, and that's the equation at the bottom. It's s of t is equal to 29t plus 116. That's the function that we're going to be dealing with. The question then asks, after how many seconds has the car travelled 696 meters past the point P? So what are they asking us to do here? So they're asking us to find the time t in seconds that the car has travelled 696 meters. So what you can see is t is the input to this function. T is the independent variable, and s, the distance travelled, is the output. So we're trying to find what t gives us an s of 696 meters. So this is a little bit different to what we were previously doing in the previous video. In the previous video, we were taking a function and we were evaluating it at given inputs, but this is different. Now we have one of the outputs and we want to find what input corresponds to this output. So obviously we can set this up as an algebraic equation, solve it algebraically and get our answer. And we can see an example of that on the website. But what if we're not super comfortable with algebra? Or what if we just want to double check our answer to make sure that we got things correct? How do we do this on the calculator? Well, we go into Scratchpad, we hit the menu button, next we hit algebra, number 3, and then we hit option number 1, which is numerical solve. So this allows us to solve equations on our calculator. Up pops this function nsolve. Now within the brackets, I need to stick in the equation that I want it to solve. So in this situation, we've got s of t is equal to 29t plus 116. We know that s is 696, so we put that in. 696 is equal to, and now just fill in the rest of the equation. It's 29t plus 116. Now once I have my equation in that I want to solve, I need to separate it with a comma. So comma is the next thing that I put in, and then I need to tell the calculator what variable I want it to solve for. So we want it to find t. Once I have all this in, I can just hit the enter button and it gives me my answer. T is equal to 20 when s is 696.